Hi there, my name is Caleb Sled, and this is my ME351 course portfolio video. So for some background, ME351 is the Intro to Instrumentation and Measurement Systems class offered at Oregon State. I'm taking it as part of my senior year going for a mechanical engineering bachelor's degree. ME351 feels quite a bit like an electrical engineering class, focuses heavily on building electrical circuits using a wide variety of sensors and motors, LED lights, and more, and then creating functionality with those circuits using code. The Arduino Uno is what we've been using for this class. It's the multi-purpose programmable board used at the kind of the beginner level for building circuits. And then I'll be showcasing a deliverable that was part of Lab 7. It's the Lab 7 Option 1 Part 3 deliverable, and it's titled A More Valuable Interaction Interface. So this is what the deliverable looks like in the end. It's essentially using a joystick to control which LED lights are active on a breadboard. So let's get right into it, and I'll show you a little bit more about this. Okay, so I'm currently rebuilding this circuit, but I wanted to show you the overall layout as well as some of the components that I'm using. So first of all, we have the breadboard, we have the Arduino Uno, we have 4 LED lights, we have the shift register, which is what allows us to control many LED lights with only a few output ports from the Arduino, and then we have quite a bit of wiring going on. So next up, I'm going to add on the joystick. So let me do that, and then we'll come back. Okay, so now I've got everything wired up. I have the joystick wired up, as well as all the resistors wired into the LED lights. And now, as you can see, if I push down on the joystick, the bottom LED light comes on, up, top light comes on, left, or my left light comes on, my right, left light comes on. So everything's working perfectly as it should. So now let me show you the code. Okay, so here's the code that is running within the Arduino. Essentially starting out, we have our global constants and variables at the top here, based off of the pin locations. Then we have our void setup, which is setting the pins to either outputs or inputs. And then we have our void loop, which is kind of the core functionality of the code. Essentially starting out, you set the LED light to off, and then you update the shift register, which lets the shift register know or updates it as to which LED lights are on or off. Here we're setting the analog read for the x-axis and the y-axis based off of our input variables. And then essentially we just have a series of if statements that take an input, and if it's over a certain value or under a certain value, it turns on the specific LED light that's associated with that position within space. And then here at the end, you just have this update shift register function, which turns on which LED light is supposed to have been turned on based off of this code here. All right, well, I hope you enjoyed this little overview of a lab activity I did for ME351, and I'll catch you next time.